Morning. Jim Adkins here from Jim Adkins Results Coaching with take two of Everything is Food. I know you're not going to understand take two because take one is gone and gone forever. Just the magic of YouTube. Go live, delete it, and it didn't exist anymore. So we're going to keep this one short and sweet. Thanks for the other people who thanks for tuning in. And I told you I'd be back on here. But for those of you that didn't see it, guess what? How are you? Everything is food. So let's just talk real quick about everything is food and how that affects you and how it can affect your health. I learned a long time ago that cellularly you can regenerate yourself, and I believe it's between 3 and 5 years. Now, what that means is your cells start to rejuvenate, regenerate, rebuild themselves, and you become a new you. I mean, you heal, right? You heal. And it's been said that you can heal yourself. People pray and there are miracles. People take placebos. They take pills that are given to them in test trials and they become healthy because of the placebo. Where does the power come from? Where does the magic actually take place and happen? I believe it's irrelevant. I kind of believe it's up here, if not up there, right? So if you guys believe in one thing more than another, it's going to work for you. You just got to believe it works. Well, I didn't dig into the science. I got a son-in-law who's a scientist. I'll let him do that, okay? He can talk about the science. As a matter of fact, I might even reach out to him if he's not too busy. Sometimes my kids get too busy to even talk to their old man. But Trevor Cashy, my son-in-law, and Desiree, he's pretty smart. I think I'll ask him his take on this cellularly and find out some numbers. Whether I remember them or not is going to be irrelevant. Anyway, cellularly, you regenerate yourself. So you are what you eat. You remember being told that as a kid or even as an adult? If you're a Haagen-Dazs ice cream person, I'll bet you look different than if you're a steak person. If you're a steak person, I'll bet you look different than if you're a vegan. Why? It's because your body responds to what you put in it. We know this. Sit around and eat. Okay, I was going to use a smart ass analyzation. Just don't do this. I was going to say sit around and eat nothing but ice cream for a couple of years and see what your butt looks like. But don't do that, okay? And I have nothing against the ice cream industry. I love ice cream. But I digress. Let me get back to where I was. Everything is food, even ice cream. Is happiness food? Yes. Is anger food? Yes. And I know I'm going to piss off some people, and that's okay. Is being angry and being pissed off food? Yes. How is it food, you say, Jim? Do we put it in a bowl and eat it? I don't know. Do you? When you eat ice cream, are you mad at yourself? I really shouldn't be eating this, but it tastes really good. I'm going to be so mad at myself in the morning. Oh, is that anger? Is that food? Yes. What I learned a long time ago, and it worked for me, and I'm only going to share that much of it, let you know that I overcame some insurmountable ideas and objects and situations that other people have given up on themselves, and I'm not blaming anybody else or pointing the finger yet at anybody else, but just to say this, I got through it. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. So there are certain things that I did in my life to make changes, and I will share those with you. I've already shared them in abundance at other videos, but this is the one, right? Everything is food. Imagine, if you will, a life full of beauty, happiness, and love. Well, where do we find this life, Jim? It's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. Why can't I see it? Because you've got the television on, or you've got the newspaper. Does anybody read a newspaper anymore? You got the newspaper in front of you, and all they spout or spew 90% of the time is hate and anger and discord and division and well, sure, because it sells, right? I was told a little while back, and I'm nixing it, I'm fighting it, and I want your help. I was told that this YouTube channel, I could get more subscribers if I came on and did controversial things, or if I put clickbait on there that made people, take one side or the other. And like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll grow it organically, slowly, but with your help, we'll grow subscribers that I can help. Now, does everybody do that? No, not everybody. There's some really good people out there, but this is the advice I got. I say, no, I can't do that. So what you see is food. And I don't want the food that I give you to be negative or bad or substantially one-sided. I better be careful with that. I'm only one side, right? So anyway, what you see is food. Let's stick to the path. I got a little fired up. If you see negativity, it becomes who you are. And cellularly, the new cells that are developing will join with the old cells, and they will find partners in negativity and grow more negativity. Do you follow me there? And I didn't look into the science of this, but I philosophically and spiritually believe it to be 100% true. I know it is because it worked for me. I removed stress in my life. And listen, when I did it, the people weren't the cause. They weren't. I place no blame on anybody else. None. It was the decisions that were taking place in my life at the time that created the element of stress and what was happening in their lives too. They're not at fault for their part. But for me, if you take responsibility, you're not a victim. So as the stress increased for whatever reason, and even for no reason, removing it cleared the path for new cells to grow and be happy, to grow and with love, and to grow with intellect and optimism and energy and enthusiasm. Those are the cells I want, not the stress. Okay, does that mean the things that were removed will always be removed? No, I think I still have a place in my heart for music. I really do, and some of the people that were involved for sure. But at the time, what was taking place was not healthy for me, and so that was gone. And by doing so, I took away what I was seeing every day. I took away what I was hearing. I took away what I was feeling, and moved it aside and made room for new information. Everything is food. If you see, and listen, people do this. If you choose to look at extreme information, I'm trying to come up with a good term. Let's say that you focus on and you pay attention to all of the bad things that are going on. And your reticular activating system is tuned in so that is what you see, and you will find it. Listen, there are terrible things taking place in the world, terrible. And with the internet and with the television, it's at the tip of our fingers. We can find out what happened in Malaysia. We can find out what happened in China and Japan, all the way around the world, in Europe, wherever we want to know, we can instantly. If we want to find bad stuff, instantly, people reporting it, it's there. So if you look for it, seek and ye shall, and what you are, what you eat. And if you consume it through your eyes, which by the way is the place in your spiritual being where most of your energy exits and enters, through your eyes, it's who you become. It's what you believe. It becomes your consciousness. It becomes your everyday. Do you believe that? I did. I do. I know. So you try to surround yourself with beauty. Well, where do you find this beauty, Jim? Right in front of you. Beauty is everywhere, just like turmoil is everywhere. Open your eyes and look for it. Choose to witness the beauty. Mike Huntley, Myron, came from a stressful situation, just like I went through. Not just like, but and I'm sure everybody has this story, but I'm choosing Mike because now he has an eye that I never knew existed. His pictures, unlike there are, at least for me, and because it's art, of course, I will interpret it different than anybody else, but the beauty that he gets to see on a daily basis has changed his life. I know it has. It changes my life to look at his pictures. I enjoy it. Camera pictures, and it's just beautiful. So seek it. You can find it. It's out there. So what you see is food. How about what you feel? Let's talk about touchy-feely stuff, okay? If you touchy-feely negative things all the time. Now, what can be negative that we touchy-feely? Well, I don't know. Do you like to work with your hands? Do you like to pick up garbage or dog poop? I'm sure you don't use your hands for that, right? Don't shake my hand if you do. But is it pleasant for you? Working with my hands in certain, I love to build. I love to dig holes, and I love nature. So working with my hands, though, I'm not the guy that'll go out in the garage and spend 5 hours building a shelf. Imagine me doing anything like that for 5 hours would drive me nuts. But so is that unpleasant or pleasant in your life? That's food. What you feel on a regular basis is food. The clothes that you put on. Do you have to wear clothing that just doesn't suit you? And I know that sounds silly, right? But it's not. It's not. Imagine putting on something every day that didn't fit and it made you feel self-conscious or uncomfortable. That becomes your state of being, right? And your state of mind actually becomes who you are, and who you are can be unhappy because that incongruency in what you're acting like and what you want to be or what you really know you are because of clothes. Children are forced to wear uniforms to school. If you force anybody to do anything, chances are they don't like it. There might be some people that do. We'll talk about that on another video. But if you have to wear a uniform to school, or no, you get to wear a uniform to school. How you frame that, and of course, there's always going to be people that want to, you can't control everybody in households and so on and so forth. But imagine if you could reframe the idea, and it was a believable, comfortable idea. I'm not talking about brainwashing people to believe what's not healthy for them. Whether you believe in uniforms or not, I don't care. I have no opinion. I have opinions on both sides. How's that? One, it makes it easy to pick out what you have to wear to school. Two, well, we won't even go into it, but okay. So there you go. What you feel. Now, how about what you feel emotionally? Is that food? Absolutely 100%. How you feel daily determines cellularly what's going to happen next. Does that make sense? So if you're witnessing, doing, smelling, hearing, seeing things that make you feel upset, cellularly you're developing new cells that in abundance that grow to be upset and find things. Does that make sense? So everything is food. What you hear. If you bombard yourself with people telling you you're no good or telling you this is rotten or listening to the drama or feeding yourself with negativity. And let me tell you this, music absolutely applies. Absolutely. As a musician, as a singer, I can tell you this, that the type of music a person listens to dictates their emotional state. And their emotional state and what they feed themselves with can be two different things. Angry, negative music, and I'm not knocking anybody's music because artistically it can be enjoyed by different people, right? Artistically. But when you have lyrics that are negative, when you have lyrics that are demeaning, when you have lyrics that are bashing or hurting other people, I have seen people enjoy listening to that and not really hearing what's being said. And as the more they enjoy it and they learn what's being said, they're teaching themselves to appreciate the idea behind the words. Are the artists responsible for the negative, bad things that are coming from it? I kind of believe they are. If they're not, they shouldn't be doing it. They don't want to be held accountable for the things that they're saying. Don't say them. Just like me. If you write music, and I've said this before, that's negative and it's spewing out of you and you do it because it's therapeutic or it makes you feel good or it helps you express yourself, remember, other people are going to listen to it. And what you say is another form of food, because what you think becomes what you speak, and what you speak becomes your reality, and your reality becomes your life. Everything is food. Be careful what you ingest. Be critical of the things that you choose to allow into your life. When I say critical doesn't mean negative. Critical means And the way I'm using it, pragmatic. Let's say I want you to be able to look at an idea without making it your own right away. Listen to thoughts or words or um, testimony, and you don't have to adapt it right away. You don't. You can open-mindedly listen, adjust, understand, empathize, and not make it yours. The more you allow things that are not congruent with the way you want to live into your life, the more your life will change, and also for the better. The more things that you allow into your life that you would like to have in abundance will help you change. All right, that's it. I'm going to jump off here. I hope that helped. Everything is food. What you see, be careful what you watch, right? What you hear, what you tell yourself, what you smell. I mean, anything that changes your state. What does wet dirt mean to you? Do you ever smell wet dirt? For me, well, how about the rain? When it rains and the dirt and the grass and the leaves start to smell wet, what does that mean to you? Does it hold a special meaning? I love that smell. It changes my state. I can go outside right now and just, it's just awesome. What does a skunk mean to you? We talked about the meaning of things. So smell is food too, right? And of course, what you ingest. Be careful what you eat. Don't eat a bunch of preservatives. Don't eat a bunch of crap that's not good for you. You know what it is. The same thing with putting things into your body. When we talk about food, your supplements, drugs, smoke. I don't understand that. I know that Native Americans will smoke in ceremonies. I know smoke has different meanings for different people, but I'm not going to get into it. But everything is food, okay? All right, let me read a couple of things here, and then I'll get off here. I read these in the other one, and I love them. Don't waste time fixing yesterday. If you feel like you messed up yesterday or there's some things in your past that weren't perfect, don't go back and try to fix them. You don't need to go back and try to fix them. I know that people say make amends, right? Go back and apologize. And sometimes that's healthy, and sometimes it helps the other person. Don't do it just for you, because sometimes, more than not, it's a waste. Okay, if it's weighing on you and you feel like you need, chances are you should probably do something about it. But I'm not going to tell you the way. I just believe that if you made a mistake in the past, learn from it and move forward. Okay, if it was not detrimental to somebody else and you did not harm another person, please move forward with it. Of course, there are levels of harming people. I understand that. But listen, the rearview mirror is small and the windshield is big for a reason. Reflection is good, but focus on where you're going is more important. Does that make sense? So don't go back and try and fix it. And there's another saying that if you judge me on my yesterdays, you're judging the wrong person, because today is the day that I'm living and I'm trying to move forward from today. So where focus goes, energy flows. If you're sick and you focus on being sick, guess what? You're going to be sick. If you focus on getting healthy, guess what? You're going to get healthy. It works. Trust me. Everything is food, and food can help heal you. Cellularly, you're going to become a new person in 3 to 5 years. What kind of person do you want? What are you going to feed yourself with today? Don't get mad at me for this next quote. If you do, get over yourself, okay? And I'm sorry I say that, but just okay, I'll read it and then you'll understand what I'm saying. It was written a long time ago. It's not me, but I like the quote. Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. Now, I know, man, right? Get over yourself. You can replace that word with human. That's pretty much the only one that's safe anymore until we discover life has been from another planet for a long time. Whatever the mind of a human can conceive and believe, they can achieve. No more comments about that. And this little poem, and I'll leave you with this. Attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become what you respect, and mirror what you admire. I'll do that one more time. Attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become what you respect, and mirror what you admire. I love that. That's going to be in my mantra and on my wall at the dojo for a while. A while. All right, you guys. I love you. If you saw the first one, thanks for watching. There's a lot of personal information on there, and I took it off. If you have questions about any of it, I'll answer it privately. I really will. So you can ask me anything. If you like the channel, please give me a thumbs up and have other people subscribe. I'm trying to build this organically. I'm not going to do the whole shock value thing, at least as long as I can avoid it to get subscribers. But my goal is over 1,000. We'll see if we can get there by the end of the year. I'll be doing a campaign. So if you guys get sick of seeing me, still give me a thumbs up and wave at me. All right. I love you. Until the next time. And the next time could be every morning or every other morning, at least. I will do my morning philosophy. And then I think I'm going to go live on Friday or Sunday with a main workshop once a week, one main focus. And we may revisit some of the things we've already talked about, and I'll let you know if it's Friday or Sunday. See which one turns out to be the best. All right, you guys, I love you. On your mark, get set, grow.